Great job, ladies. Thank you. It's almost hard to believe they did that without the help of one man. You know that? I had to say something. I felt like the Lone Ranger up there. And anyway, great job. At this time, we are going to have some remarks by Mr. Joseph Perez, who is the Wounded Warrior Project. Mr. Perez is a retired Marine Corps. He's a peer mentor and the Wounded Warrior Project coordinator. And Mr. Perez, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate the introduction. I'm here in honor of representing the Wounded Warrior Project, paying tribute to all those who have served in the uniform before us. It is this shared service that joins us together like no other bond, the camaraderie that helps define us and redirect our path in life. I can honestly say the years that I spent in the United States Marine Corps was the best time in my life and that service. Even after I left the military, I still stays with me and continues to define me until the day I die. Veterans Day serves as a very important purpose. It is a day we recognize not only those who gave their lives in our war, but those who wore the uniform before us. This day, above all, is the opportunity to celebrate the choices one makes to serve our country. For some, it meant wide conflict in World War II, or a life of peacekeeping missions, or the 10th standoff of the Cold War. Others found themselves in the jungles of Vietnam, in Korea, Panama, and other conflicts, as we asked our militaries over the service years. Of course, we cannot forget those today. For many, service members, meaning multiple tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. I was severely injured in Iraq in 2003, June 13th, during a prison riot during Abu Ghraib. I suffered traumatic brain injuries, which crushed my spinal cord and was medevac to Landstuhl, Germany, then patched up and sent to the States, like many of our troops are. The nerve damage left me unable to use my hands. The swelling in my head was so bad, I was placed in a medical hold hospital for over 2 years, till finally being medically discharged and sent home broken and confused, leaving my wife and me to seek out the help in a perplexed Veterans Administration. As like many of our young, injured men and women feel lost trying to seek medical and financial assistance through the military or the Veterans Administration, they feel vulnerable, causing them to feel alone and disengaged from their family, their friends, and their community. Our country is losing over 22 veterans a day. That is how many members of our active duty, National Guard, and Reserve forces that are committing suicide every day due to traumatic brain injury and post-traumatic stress disorder alone. Simply put, we are losing more veterans by their own hands than we are by the enemy. A couple of months ago, with the help of the employees and the families of the Eureka Hotel and Casino, I was able to invite 22 Wounded Warriors to enjoy a day of golf and have a family setting dinner right here in Mesquite. It was a wonderful event, and we all enjoyed each other's company. A few weeks later, we lost one of those 22, a 29-year-old veteran of the Iraqi War, Matt Haynes. Matt was suffering from post-traumatic stress and depression. With the support of the Wounded Warrior Project, I set up a memorial dinner soon after, which helped identify 2 others that were also suffering from PTSD and now the loss of Matt Haynes. As a certified peer mentor with the Wounded Warrior Project, I try to reach out to fellow injured veterans, getting them involved with over 19 programs and services that the project has, and has been serving over 10,000 warriors and their families across the nation. but we have not come close to the finish. Even now, we are identifying new issues our warriors will face in the coming decade. The Wounded Warrior Project has given me the tools to continue my service to my fellow veterans. My community gives me that strength. Today, to honor their debt, I ask you to take time to honor the service of the members of the past, present, in at least one of several different ways. First, volunteer to help a veteran or a service member, regardless if you are a veteran or not. We have many wounded veterans in our own communities that need your compassion, need your support. Find a way to reach out to these veterans and get them to the services they need, such as the VFW, the American Legion, our local vet center here in Mesquite, our local services that we have right here. And given that we are in a nation of war today, reach out to their families in our own community and give them a helping hand. For many of those that are on deployment know that their families are receiving support while they are serving in the armed forces, brings them reassurance and a peace of mind. There are dozens of ways you can show your support to our nation right here in our own community. Second, make an effort to promote military service for our youth. In time of war, volunteers are needed for our service are hard to find. But I think promoting military service goes beyond that. We need to do a better job of letting our young generation know that the military is a viable and valuable career opportunity with unlimited career opportunities. And finally, if you are a veteran, please share your story with others. Let everyone know what you have done so that they can see the many faces that our military service has in our own neighborhood. And so they can appreciate the personal services. If you're not a veteran, find someone in your life that is, and ask them about their service, or simply say thank you. The more we talk about what we have done and the impact military service has done for our lives, the better we're able to hold it as an example of excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, let us treat our over 22 million veterans as champions of our country that they are, even when the guns are no longer shooting. Thank you for letting me be here. God bless America, God bless Mesquite, and God bless our veterans.